Hello, Captain Singh. I got your copy and very congratulations that you are going to appear in the CAPF examination. And please crack it with your, superior abilities. And I'm just going to check your copy here. And this is the best wishes is from the Wisdom Wings IAS. And we are utilizing this innovative technology to actually one-to-one copy checking method. If you want to enroll any of these courses in the future also, you are welcome here. And I'm doing the free analysis here right now. So I will be taking your copy on the screen and then seeing that how much you have fared, how far you have fared. So please see this. So you have chosen the topic of Quad Summit, right? So you have written the essay on it, and we'll be seeing that there is like some elements of essays. Essay must be softly written, and it must give a clarity of goal or vision according to the topic asked. So if you're writing on Quad Summit, it should be like multi-dimensional also. Multi-dimensional. And these goals must be added with simplicity. So simplicity is readability also. Readability. So it should be legible. See, overall, as I can see, is that you are writing very small letter, very small words you are writing. And the general purview is that, as I can see overall, is that these small words are not readable, legible too much. So please work upon that. That is the overall advice from my side, that your simplicity, readability should be attached with legibility. That is, are we able to read it perfectly or not? So little bit, I will be giving you a suggestion. Within 2-3 days, you have to inculcate that habit is, you have to actually write big words, right? Big words in size. Size of letters should be big. So please do that first. Second thing is, you have to underline some words. Underline some words also, or lines also, that can actually give impression. Like if you are here and you are writing some specific part, after writing, you please highlight that this 1721 period or any particular aspect, okay, of the Quad Summit, you can highlight. So in any line, you can highlight 2 to 3 times more, not more than that you should highlight. So highlight or underline the lines, it will be effectively readable there. Then the flow must be there in between the paragraphs. In between paragraph, the flow must be there, okay? So please do write also in the pages, like blank pages without lines. Blank pages without lines, please practice on that and write big words. So these are the generic advices. Let's see how far you have written this essay in the content segment. So what are the current content you have written? Quadrilateral security dialogue is an informal association. So you should highlight the informal association. India, US, Australia, and Japan that you have written. And you should not write like this, and you should write like this. Any shortcut will be, marks will be cut out. Any shortcut, any grammatical mistake, because this is essay, so you cannot afford any grammatical mistake. Do not do grammatical mistake, okay? And the line formation should be simple. Line formation should be simple. So please do that, okay? So let me check it. Quadrilateral security dialogue. So the full form you have written, do not cut in between, never. In actual examination, you do not cut it. Otherwise, the marks will be cut out for overwriting, okay? So quadrilateral security dialogue, or here you have to write the quad again in the bracket. So that again and again, you don't have to write the quadrilateral security dialogue. You can always write the quad. Okay. Is an informal association of India, US, Australia, and Japan. This group met first time 2002 on the sideline of Association of ASEAN. Okay, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. So you see, you have written uneligible, like non-eligible word. So please write legible word. It can be seen clearly. It can be read clearly. It should be, you know. So please do that. Please write the big words first, and then please do not have any spelling mistake also. Any spelling mistake. These are the very basics of essay writing. So please do work on that. It origin, its origin can be traced back to the coalition of Chinese. No, you have written so much like a small word that I am having difficulty. Let me zoom up to it, and then let's see. Now let me see. So definitely you have not written Southeast clearly. So this is the marks will be cut out here. Its origin. So this is grammatical mistake. To the, it is not readable per se. So please do check it, that how you can make it readable. Okay. The 2004 tsunami, you have written conducted relief, 2008 common approach and vision. Okay, maybe it is because of your scanning also. Please scan through the Kagaz scanner and any other V-flat and all, so that you will be readable more here. Okay, the pixels will be not coming there. You have written the basics, so that is good. 2004, 2008 development you have written. Quad 2.0, threat to of China, outcome of groundwork 2017-21 period, but it is not readable per se. So please do work upon your handwriting. Handwriting is must. A good handwriting will be fetching. A good handwriting will be fetching better marks. You can check out Tina Dabi IAS, Tina Dabi IAS copies. And you can very well check that her answer writing is great because her handwriting is clearly showing her vision. So if you have content but your handwriting is weak, you will be not able to read through the eyes of examiner. Like I am facing difficulties, I will be not awarding good marks. Obviously, that is the psychological condition. Then see here, you have written like the something objective. Okay, the core objective you have written. The core objective of the quad is to secure rule-based global order. Yeah, freedom of navigation, very good. Liberal trading system, very good. It coincided, it is considered, and maritime dimension, and the forum is maintained by semi-regular summit, informal. So you have written the paraphernalia of how the summit will be done and all those things. So this is good only, good enough. But I will also talk about what you can write in the content one. Okay, the content can be many more, and you can write about the recent one. What has happened? The recent. What was the number of that quad? That was the first quad or second quad, whatever it was. For India, how the India's participation is there. So I will be taking your second page now. Your second page is more readable because you have like scanned it well. Okay. So please scan it well also so that I can read it if you send any next one or anything. So Quad play an important role in balancing China's influence. Very good. India is working with Quad partners to offer alternative to China, but Belt and Road. So Belt and Road, you have to write like this: Belt and Road Initiative. Any initiative you are writing, you have to write the first letter as BRA, because this is BRA. You have to write BRI also here, and you have to write the capital letter at the start of the words. To a project that undermine India's territorial sovereignty and regional primacy, you can write about CPEC is one fragment of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is one fragment of BRI, and that you should be looking upon. Okay, as there is rising importance of Indo-Pacific due to its favorable topographical location and peninsular geography. India has widespread trade and cultural connections with the Indo-Pacific littorals. Very good. Littorals word you can actually, Indo-Pacific littorals you can highlight also. Quad provide India with a powerful platform to balance East Asia's interest. Very good. And further strengthen East Actist policy. Very good. India should develop a comprehensive vision on the Indo-Pacific, which would idea on the current and future maritime challenges, consolidate its military and non-military tools, and engage a strategic partner. India has many other partners in the Indo-Pacific. Therefore, India should pitch for countries like Indonesia, Singapore to be. Never write any country's name because you have to write it capital letter. Okay, Indonesia capital letter. To be invited to join the Quad in the future. You see, you have written a very basic and whatever the content is there, that is valid only. No invalid content is there. But I will be giving you some extra additions also here. You please do edit or do write it in the start itself. See, Indo-Pacific is culmination of what? Indian Ocean region. So here we have IORA as an association, Indian Ocean Regional Association or Indian Ocean Rim Association. So India has a major stake in that also. Plus, we have Pacific Ocean. So Pacific Ocean major countries are here also. The democratic countries are actually participating here in Pacific Ocean also. The culmination of USA plus Japan plus Australia is happening, and Australia is also in Indian Ocean region. From because you see that in this side, this is Africa, this is India, and you have Australia both sided, Pacific side also, Indian Ocean side also. So you can see that. And USA interest is in Indian Ocean also because it has major bases here in Indian Ocean, like Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. Japan is actually working upon in Indian Ocean region, African region through several projects like Asia-Africa Growth Corridor, Asia-Africa Growth Corridor, and many more things like working with India, like on developmental patterns like bullet trains, or urbanization, and many more things. So you have to write this conception, that this is the emanating conception. Then Shinzo Abe, the farmer which was recently murdered by some criminal. So Shinzo Abe, the former Prime Minister of Japan, actually envisioned this idea. Envisioned this idea. So you have to write this fact very prominently. And he was given the honor by India also in Padma Awards. So you can write that if you want, but you can always write about Shinzo Abe's contribution to this. And then Quad Summit, first summit, you have to emphasize more, and you have to emphasize the Quad Summit's key elements in a very clear manner. The clarity is missing because you are writing whatever you want to write, but you are not writing according to the vision of Quad. And how you can get that information? So please go through the Ministry of External Affairs, bilateral brief section or press release section, and you find, so you will be writing MEA Quad. and you will be getting the brief. So I will be showing you the brief. You please go to that and please read about it. Your thing will be very, very clarified. I will be showing you that. Please go through it. I can tell you a number of things, but if you will be reading by yourself, like it will be good for you. See, this is the matter I was talking about. You can write on Google MEA, bilateral document. This is, and in the media center, you can get the Quad Joint Leaders Statement. So you see here, you have to read this kind of content to write well at this higher order exam of UPSC. So you see here, Anthony Albanese, Modi G, and Fumio Kishida, present PM, and then Joe Biden of USA. Okay, so they renewed that. This is the second year, and it is related to COVID-19 pandemic and peace, stability, prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region. These words are very great. Peace, stability vision is this related to UN clause, particularly what you have written about freedom of navigation and all. It is related to UN Convention on Law of Seas. You have to write that and focus on that. ASEAN, you have focused. That is very great. Congratulations for that. East and South China Sea, you have to focus. And individually and collectively strengthen cooperation. So this is really great. And then you have United Nations Security Council resolutions. So you have to actually focus on this Korean Peninsula, denuclearization, and through the UNSCRs. So these are great. And then you have ASEAN chair. You can write about ASEAN 5-point consensus. You can write about. Then you can write about the rising cases of terrorism, which is related to UNSC resolution also 2611 Mumbai and Pathankot attack. These resolution 1267 related to terrorism, against terrorism, UNSC, United Nations Security Council has taken the resolution. It's called 1267 committee. Then you have global health security and COVID-19. The Quad is working on that. So COVAX, AMC, and J&J vaccine, all these things, WHO's role in the Quad members region. So you can write about that. Some of the major elements you can write. Prevention, pandemic prevention, preparedness and response, PPR. Okay. And then you have infrastructure related challenges that you have to write. Against BRI, you have written BRI very beautifully, but you can write that against BRI in Indo-Pacific region, what they are going to develop. So this is to develop the productivity, and G20 common framework also you have to see. Okay, so these elements, Quad debt management resource portal and all those things you have to see. And then Quad leaders meeting, ASEAN outlook on Indo-Pacific, digital, regional and digital connectivity, clean energy, climate resilience, disaster resilience is one of the idea between all these countries, particularly India. So because India is CDRI, promoting CDRI, and Japan and all other country can come handy in this situation. And CDRI is what? So like Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. That you have to write. And you can write about Sendai framework. Sendai is a city in Japan. Sendai framework is there regarding the disaster risk reduction. Okay. And building back better conceptions. Then you have QChamp. QChamp is Quad Climate Change Adaptation and Mitigation Package that you have to write about. Sydney Energy Forum, CDRI, you see here, CCUS Carbon Recycling Corporation and all those things. So you can read these thinking and you can write about these things. Cyber security is one of the major aspects. Quad cyber security partnership. You have to write critical and emerging technologies, Open RAN and 5G and beyond 5G, Open RAN track 1.5. These key elements you have to write. One line you can inculcate. But if you cannot inculcate this much, you can write simply about the basic heading that emerging technologies, how it is being, and new international standards of cooperation network and all those things. Quad fellowship, you can STEM field. STEM is science, technology, engineering, medicine. So you can write about that. Space, you can write about what COPUS and all those things. UN Committee on Peaceful Use of Outer Space. So this is there. And then maritime domain awareness and HADR is there. So maritime domain awareness, these things, very great things are actually here. Now, closing. So what are the closing ones? So you should consume this. I'm sending that to you also. I'm copying it and sending that after the video saves. So you can actually go through it and then have a good understanding of quad. Okay. Thank you very much. Please enjoy and keep connected. Okay. Thank you very much.